Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, hi, Vinay.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you? Good to see you
I'm,
after a couple of weeks. It's been, I think, 2 to 3 weeks, right?
yeah, more
Okay,
than
so
that, I
good to
guess.
see you. Yeah. So, how have you been doing?
I have been the same, nothing new.
No major updates in life?
No. And what about you?
Same here, same as yours. Nothing much to talk about. It's just been a very normal day for me, which is also a good thing.
Yeah, no news is a good news.
Exactly. Very nice. So, is this again one of your own quotes or did
No,
you
no,
read
no.
it somewhere?
Whatever I say, it's been from somewhere I might have picked it up.
Okay, all right. So, how is your journey going on with Clapingo?
It's good. I mean, I have been a regular here.
Mm-hmm.
I think there might have been a delay of 1 or 2 weeks in between renewing the subscription.
Okay,
Otherwise, I have been a regular one.
all right, fabulous.
And I see and
Mm-hmm.
I see many new tutors coming up on this platform as well.
Correct, yes. So, are you having fun enhancing your
Yeah,
skills and putting your skills to use?
I have not much to use it anywhere except
Hmm?
using it here only in Clapingo.
Right. So, you are preparing for an exam,
CFA.
right?
Yeah,
Yes. So, how are your preparations going on?
it's okay. I won't say it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's lagging somewhere. Sometimes I don't get time, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I don't feel like studying. But I think I prepared it. I have started preparing in advance. I had taken a lot of backup time, so I think that I, that planning was good. So I believe that I will be able to complete the syllabus in time, and I will get a lot of time to practice as well.
Okay, yes. The sooner you start preparing, you get that edge over the rest, right? So, you get more
Yeah.
time to revise. Yeah.
Revision and practice is most important.
Very true. So, have you started giving any mock tests?
Not yet. Syllabus is very huge. I'll start uh, approx 2 months before the exam. So maybe September, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
September, mid-September I'll start.
Okay, okay. So, good for you. So, will you be preparing completely on your own, or will you take the mock test series of any particular institute?
I've already subscribed. I mean, when I started,
Mm-hmm.
I believed that I won't be able to do it on my own.
Okay.
So when I enrolled, after 1 week, I
Mm-hmm.
researched which tutor would be good for me, and I subscribed to that.
Okay.
So I subscribe to one from Canada. His
Oh,
name is Mark Mildrum. He's very famous. So I
okay.
subscribe. It's cheaper and it's good, better.
Fabulous. So, the course is meeting your expectations till now?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
it's good.
fabulous. Wonderful. Good for you then. So, do you feel any kind of jitters when you think about the exam, or are you pretty confident?
I right now I'm confident because I don't think it's very hard because I have seen the syllabus. It's just
Okay.
that it's very vast,
Mm-hmm.
so you have you will need to practice a lot so you can commit it to your memory because sometimes you even though you know but at during exams you tend to forget and it takes a lot of your time to recall, so
Yes.
it should be at the back of your head so you can just utilize it there.
Yes, very true. So I think revision is the key to remembering concepts till the time of the exam, right? So a person who doesn't do much revision unless they have an eidetic memory, it's difficult.
Because when you revise and when you take mocks, then you realize which are the important ones and
Hmm.
which needs more focus.
Yes.
Otherwise, if you just read it for once, you are
Hmm.
lost somewhere as to what to focus more on. So
Correct.
that's why.
Yeah. So I have seen a lot of students getting discouraged when they get low marks in the first few mock tests. So do you think it's the right kind of attitude, or how should they deal with low scores in the mock tests?
Mock tests, it also depends. See, there are many various mock tests. If you read the review, some will tell you
Mm-hmm.
that this is below par. Some would
Yeah.
about some they will say this is very tough. So even if you're getting low marks,
Mm-hmm.
you should add something,
Yeah.
some more marks. Then that will reflect your true marks.
Yes.
So that is one, and other one is that when you initially start, uh, it's natural to get low marks
Mm-hmm.
because you are not habituated to write those exams and you have just started. So
Yeah.
give it some time, and then only with time you will get to know at what level you are standing, and accordingly you should adjust your preparation
Mm-hmm.
going
Yes.
for going ahead.
Right, that's some very sane advice. And I also know a couple of people who feel scared to revise also. They tell me, ma'am, during revision, if I feel like I have forgotten any concept, it hits my confidence, right? My confidence goes low. So, what would be your advice to them?
If it's better to
Mhm.
get a hit on your confidence here during mock rather than getting at the moment of your exam. So
Yeah.
you just need that. And what can I say? Whatever you feel, you have to do it. You have to make up your mind. This
Yes.
is not optional. You have to do it and do it now.
Yeah. The resolve needs to be strong, right? You need to have a very strong resolve.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this case, they will need some mentors to guide them, because on their own, if they feel scared,
Mm-hmm.
then it will hit their confidence. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
they will, if they try it for a few more times, then they will feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Absolutely. So that's the whole point of revision, right? To identify those things which you are capable of keeping in your mind easily and identifying those concepts which need a little more work, right? So that's
Yeah.
the whole point of revision. Okay. Nice. Good to know about this. And recently, did you watch any interesting movie or read a good book?
I read this, not the whole book, but
Mm-hmm.
I had started, left it, then I again picked it up. It's
Okay.
called Lessons of History.
Okay.
So I read like 21% of the book because I'm reading
Mm-hmm.
on Kindle, so I get to know how much percentage of book I have completed.
Okay.
So uh, I really found it interesting. Yeah, there a line, it was
Mm-hmm.
written like once a no, yeah, a sin was once a virtue.
Mm-hmm.
So today you might think this is bad or this
Mm-hmm.
is something which should not be done at all.
Yes. Yes.
But there was a time when this was considered a virtue and this was considered a very good thing to do. So with time, we change the meaning and we change our perception toward that. So I really
Good.
like, and they gave the example also. Like
Mm-hmm.
initially, during our evolution, we were hunter
Mm-hmm.
gatherers at first,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So men used to go out and hunt, and women they usually stayed home.
Yeah.
And so men they used to, because
Mm-hmm.
they didn't have tools, so they would use stones or stick,
Mm-hmm.
whatever they could find. And sometimes during that hunt, men would die because there was
Mm.
no one to tender their wounds, or sometimes they
Yes.
might be the
Mm.
hunters, the predators become prey. Like so, they so at that time, number of women were less. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
number of women were more than number of men, because the men
Okay.
they used to live a very short life. Most of
Yeah.
them they used to get killed. So that led to the polygamy. So
Mm.
one man having many wives.
Mm.
But now consider the same thing. A single man having so it's a sin now. But that time
Yeah.
it was a necessity.
Correct. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is quite an interesting point of view and a great example. So I think this holds true for the future generations also, right? What is being considered as a virtue now might not be seen in a positive light in the coming years. So
Yeah.
that is also a lesson there. So, are there any practices in the current times that you feel might gain a bit of negative publicity in the future?
I don't know actually. I've never thought of this in this way.
Yeah, me neither. So, I just wanted to know if you have thought about this.
Honestly, I haven't thought about it.
Okay. So, I think we both have something to contemplate on after this session,
Yeah, sure.
right? Okay. So, how about any new TV series or web series? Uh,
Boss is coming to an end. Better Call Saul.
mhm.
Sorry, Better Call Saul. Have you watched
Because,
this?
okay, okay. Yeah. I used to watch it many, many years ago. This is quite an old series, right? It's not a new one, correct?
Yeah, it's
Right.
into its sixth season, and
Okay.
today itself, I think the second or penultimate episode has come up,
Mm-hmm.
where they have connected Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul for the first time.
Wow, quite a powerful combination there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you enjoy watching mysteries and thrillers like these, or do you like watching something that's more light-hearted?
No, I like thrillers, action-packed superhero movies.
Mm-hmm.
But these days, these are very hard to come by. I don't really see any movies lined up to be released. And
Okay.
also, Marvel has deteriorated their quality in terms of superheroes.
I've
They
heard
make,
that a lot.
they make superheroes anybody these days.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
recently, Mrs. Marvel has come up. I didn't like that.
Okay. So, what
So
was the story? Yeah.
there is a character,
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Marvel. So it is based on that.
Hmm.
And interestingly, the characters are from India and Pakistan.
Okay.
Hardly any Hollywood actor.
Okay. Oh
For
yes,
the
there
first,
was a Pakistani teenager
yeah,
who
she
gained a
is
lot
playing
of
the main
fame.
role.
Okay, okay, that one.
Javed, what is his name?
Farhan Akhtar.
Farhan Akhtar is in series as well.
Okay, okay. So that didn't meet your expectations, is it?
No, I've seen. I mean, it's a quite a low
Mm-hmm.
moment in the history of Marvel, I guess.
Okay, okay. So I think even in the Hindi film industry, that is also there is a lull in recent times, right?
Yeah,
So there
South
are
South
these,
India has completely taken over.
yeah, exactly. So South Indian films, they are releasing in quick succession these mega blockbusters, right? They're releasing
Yeah,
in quick succession, taking over the Indian film industry by storm. So we had
yeah.
Bahubali, then KGF, then Triple R. So it's just continuing.
Triple R, I don't know why it is so famous. I couldn't like it. I wanted to, but I couldn't
Mhm.
get my head around as to. It felt unbelievable. I mean,
Mhm.
one single guy taking on so many people,
Yes.
then lions. I think
Yeah.
it needed to be more realistic.
Correct. Just a little bit more realism, right? Like running underwater and giving each other a high five. So I cannot forget that scene too, right? So okay. Uh, in coming to the topic of sea, today's topic is what if you were stranded at sea? So have you ever imagined yourself in such a situation?
No, but I can imagine now if you
Can
want
you?
me to.
Sure.
Yeah.
So please, in your imagination, just think that you are stranded at sea. So in this situation, what would be the first thing that you do? Don't say
First
I will
thing is
stop
to
imagining.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
First thing is ensure your safety. Look for the
Hmm.
at sea. You mean an island in between this in sea on
No,
an
no, no.
island?
Okay, you'll hunt for an island, or are you asking?
No, no,
No, you're
no.
at sea.
Where?
You're on the water. Yeah.
On the water where, when on the
Yeah.
shore or on an island where?
You're not on this, not on an island or on the shore. You're just sailing in water.
Sailing in water.
Yes.
Okay, on a ship maybe.
Yes. On a ship, on a boat. You're free to imagine whatever you want.
Well, I will try to reach out for the source, look for a ground.
Uh-huh.
That,
Okay.
see,
So,
you didn't give me all the things that I needed. I mean, is it I'm totally lost in the sea or I'm navigating? What is it?
stranded means you're completely lost at sea. So,
Okay,
there's no direction. That's stranded.
okay.
Hmm.
I'm on a ship, stranded
Yes.
on the in
You're on a
water.
ship. Yeah. Completely stranded. Right. Yes. So you have some
Okay.
equipments and all. Uh, so I'm just
Generally, they
giving you
give
that.
a
I gave you
gun.
nothing.
Generally,
Yeah.
generally they have a gun to shoot it in the air, and then
Hmm.
it and the people nearby can see it, and they can. It's like an SOS signal, so they
Okay.
might rush it for your help.
Mm-hmm.
So if that doesn't work, uh, you need to try look at the stars.
Mm-hmm.
And in earlier times, people used to look at the star and get to know the direction in which they should be
Mm-hmm.
going in order to reach to the place where they were originally intent to go. So that I will wait for that. I will wait for the night, or maybe based on the position of sun, you can realize where are you exactly in the sea,
Okay. Very
and
smart.
try to get to the source. And also, there's if you see birds in sky, then you
Yeah.
can imagine that the land is nearby, so you can
Mm-hmm.
perhaps start sailing in that direction.
Okay. So you have quite a lot of knowledge regarding this. How come?
I've seen in movies. This I forgot his name. Forrest Gump actor. Do you remember his name? What is
Forest Gump actor? No. Don't remember the name of the actor. Tom
so
Hanks?
yeah, Tom Hanks.
Uh-huh.
So there was a movie based on it. So he
Okay.
was working for FedEx,
Mm-hmm.
the transport company, and his ship got destroyed, and he landed on an
Yeah.
island,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow he managed to live there for few years.
Okay.
And I got to learn, and also I've seen so many movies based on that that I
Yeah.
can really imagine how.
Super.
So first you need to ensure your survival.
Mm-hmm.
Then you look for food supply.
Mm-hmm.
Then you
Okay.
should look for a way to reach out to the people.
Mm-hmm.
So these modern ships, they generally have equipment where you can transmit signals to, and these seas, they are not really vacant. There are always some ships going around, so you can look for those for help,
Yeah.
reach out to them. So I don't think in these days you can really get to people for help.
Okay. So you have so much information. I don't think I needed to give you any props. I think you were able to navigate through the situation very well. So I learned quite a lot. Okay. So let's imagine that the ship has started to sink, all right? And you can see land far away on the horizon. So would you try swimming towards it?
If I know how to swim, then first, how much is the distance that I need to know whether I will be able to reach out
Hmm.
to that uh, land or not? Because
Okay.
there are times when the current is very high, and
Yeah.
sometimes tides goes in and goes out. So
Hmm.
if
Yeah.
you are swimming against the tide, then you might get exhausted, and you won't have anything to hold on to, so you
Hmm.
might get drowned. So you need to first see in which direction the current is flowing.
Okay.
Secondly,
Hmm.
you from your experience you
Hmm.
can say whether you would be able to cover that much distance in the time, because there are dangerous creatures in seas as well. So there are
Yes.
fishes, sharks, well, so that also need to be taken into account. And also you
Hmm.
should look for lifeboats which are generally available on SIPs.
Mm-hmm.
So based on the assessment, I will judge what should I do in that situation.
Fantastic. So I listened to every sentence of yours very intently, and all of them made so much sense. So, does all the credit to this knowledge go only to movies, or have
Movies,
you
yeah,
done a
movies.
bit of research
I
theoretically?
have no research. All because of movies.
Okay. So, when you're watching films, has it ever happened to you that you're so immersed in their world that if something happens, if something bad happens in the movie, you also feel it? Like you also feel bad personally?
Sometimes I like the character so much that
Yeah.
I really feel bad,
Mhm.
but that is not very often because
Okay.
it needs a lot of effort on the actor's part to
Mhm.
really get into the scene. Generally,
Correct.
it's with Hollywood movies, they really put so much effort into acting, so you really get involved with the characters.
Right. Okay. So when was the last time this happened? Do you remember?
Uh, I don't remember actually.
Okay. So it was a very long time ago, is it?
Yeah,
Okay. So now let's say that you reached an island. Okay, you're on the shore. Okay. So this is again a very secluded place. You don't see any other human being there. All right. How would you manage your food and liquids on this island?
they have coconut island on the source. They have coconut, so just try to get some. That will be a source of water as
Mm-hmm.
well as because fresh water is not available there,
Yeah.
and also with the help of that its leaves you can make ropes also.
Okay.
So for bed you can tie it between two palm trees or coconut trees,
Uh-huh.
and you can sleep on that. So you are
Okay. Palm trees and
above.
coconut.
So above, you will be above the ground level. So you will be, danger of getting bugs in your ears or mouth or in
Yeah.
your nose. And then try to get some stones like lighting and for
Mm-hmm.
igniting some fire
Yeah.
because it
So,
keeps animals away.
right. Okay.
Yeah. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Try to always and look for small animals, maybe a rabbit which you can eat or fishing.
Yeah, something that you can hunt and have.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
because you
So
cannot
what?
really expect hotels room service there.
Yes, yes. When we can't expect room service, then that's for sure.
Yeah,
That's the
so
only thing we can be certain of, right? In this situation,
yeah,
that there's not going to be any service.
yeah. You
Okay.
can
Hmm?
with the light with the
Hmm.
fire you can really cook the food also
Yes.
and fish because eating raw food will be hard to digest.
Yeah. Correct. And there are chances we can even fall sick, right? So we're not
Yeah,
used to eating raw food. Vegetables and fruits are okay, but fish and rabbit, that's unthinkable. So there are
yeah,
chances we might fall sick also because of that, right?
yeah. You
So
should
how
have a
long?
barbecue.
Absolutely. Just to barbecue on the island, right? Okay, so how
Yeah.
long do you think you will survive in this situation before help arrives?
You can survive if you are not get eaten by animals or any
Yes.
dangerous animal. You can survive because fish will be there. You can eat it. It might require a lot of effort on your part to catch fish, but
Hmm.
you can
Yeah.
survive. People have in fact survived that long, but
Yeah.
again, there are several diseases that you might suffer from
Yes.
because many people they are not able to.
Hmm.
Uh, they fall sick actually.
Yes.
These even our navy they get retired very early.
Is it?
Merchant
Okay.
navy guys,
Hmm.
yeah. So if you can survive from animals and getting sick, seasickness,
Hmm.
then I think you can survive.
So, did you prepare your answers for this session, or were all the answers impromptu?
All I didn't know the what the session document was. If
Okay.
you read I think it's because of Clapingo that I'm able to,
Yeah.
imagine and be
Mhm.
able to express all those things.
Okay, so you did a phenomenal job today. In our previous sessions, I could clearly see that you are a very analytical and logical person. But I think after today's session, I could also see your creative side, the way you can come up with solutions on the spot, right? Come up with creative solutions, that too with so much of knowledge, so much of detailing. So very, very impressed, Vinay. I don't think there were any mistakes as such for me to correct. It's just that
Okay.
uh, you are an analytical and logical person, but another feather to your cap is that you're quite creative also. So that's the validation.
You are very kind and generous while giving feedback.
You deserve it. You honestly deserve it because this is one of the most difficult topics, I guess. Most of the time, when we get this topic, learners normally want to talk about something else because this is highly unlikely to happen, right? Stranded at sea, stranded at an island, who knows what to do? So, nobody really wants to talk about it. I think you are one of the first persons to discuss this in so much detail. So, I think you deserve a pat on the back, so you can pat yourself.
Maybe after the session.
Right. Okay. So now you started uploading videos and all on YouTube, no? So how is that working out for you?
I just upload. I don't really have any incentive to offer to subscriber that will
Uh-huh.
convince them to watch more. So
No, no,
if
not
people like it,
any, yeah, not in sense of incentivizing something. Just are you enjoying the process?
yeah, I like I
You
like
like
that
it?
people are liking. Let's see how far I can go.
Okay, right. All the best to you for that as well. So if you have any questions for me, you can let me know.
I thought you left Clapingo and you joined IELTS Clapingo. So
Uh,
what
yeah.
is it? You are
Right.
available
So
for both?
Clapingo has yeah IELTS vertical also. I'm handling one student from that vertical. Rest of my IELTS session I'm conducting it personally as of now. Uh, so and on Clapingo, I think this week and the last week I'm very regular with my timings. But the week before that I was a little busy. So for almost 10 days I was not available, I guess.
Okay.
Right.
So you are here
Okay.
only, right, Clapingo.
Yes, yes, yes. I'll be here. I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. All right, then. I guess we have 30 more seconds. All right. So I'll take your leave. Good night. It
Yeah.
was
Good
wonderful
night.
talking to you. I'll see you again. Bye.
Yeah.